Aleister Crowley was born in 1875 in Royal Leamington Spa, England, into a wealthy and intensely religious Plymouth Brethren family. His father was a strict preacher, and Crowley's early life was dominated by rigid moral discipline, biblical absolutism, and constant surveillance of behavior. This environment profoundly shaped him. After his father's death when Crowley was 11, his resentment toward Christianity hardened into outright rejection. He later described this period as one of repression and hypocrisy, and it laid the groundwork for his lifelong opposition to conventional morality and religious authority. In the mid-1890s, Crowley attended Trinity College, Cambridge, where he studied literature and philosophy but showed little interest in formal academics. Instead, he immersed himself in poetry, chess, mountaineering, and esoteric study. It was during this period that he adopted the name Aleister and began experimenting with identity as something malleable and performative. He also openly explored his sexuality, already positioning himself in opposition to Victorian social norms. In 1898, Crowley was initiated into the Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn, a secret magical society devoted to ceremonial magic, symbolism, and mysticism. This marked his formal entry into Western occult practice. Within the Golden Dawn, Crowley proved intellectually gifted but socially abrasive. Internal conflicts and power struggles soon fractured the organization, and Crowley's aggressive ambition made him enemies. His eventual expulsion reinforced his belief that spiritual systems were corrupted by hierarchy and fear, a belief that would shape his later philosophy. Following this revelation, Crowley devoted his life to promoting thelema. He wrote extensively, publishing books on magic, mysticism, philosophy, and ritual practice. He became increasingly provocative, embracing drug use, sexual magic, and transgressive behavior not only as personal indulgence but as spiritual tools. Crowley was expelled from Italy by Mussolini's government, cementing his reputation as a dangerous occultist in the public imagination. The later decades of Crowley's life were marked by decline and contradiction. His health deteriorated, his finances collapsed, and many former followers distanced themselves. Yet he continued to write, teach, and correspond with admirers. Despite living much of his final years in poverty, his influence quietly spread through underground spiritual movements, artists, and thinkers. Crowley died in 1947, largely dismissed by mainstream society as a scandalous relic. However, his ideas did not die with him. In the decades that followed, his influence surged, shaping modern occultism, counterculture philosophy, and popular music.